what's going on with Karrion Kross?
Genuinely, and this is the thing I was saying beforehand, I thought to myself, just like, maybe yesterday, maybe the day before, if this comes up as a topic, if you try to bring this up, I'm simply going to say, I could not give less of a fuck and try to move on as quickly as I could. But what's happened in the last few days is, to me, just, it's fascinating because they think that people are going to care so much more than they actually did. And it's just this very quiet buzz on the internet of like, oh, well, this ain't real. He's going to come back anyway.
Yeah. And the thing is, even if he don't, I don't think that a lot of people really give a shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they might have given a shit if it weren't for the fact that we are now really suspicious of anything that WWE is doing in order to try and manipulate the quote-unquote dirt sheets in order to, you know, like, make headlines for themselves.
So, for reference, for anyone who doesn't know, Karrion Kross and his wife Scarlett Bordeaux have recently left WWE because their contracts have expired.
Mm-hmm.
Now, speculation is that they haven't really left, and it's all just a big work face. Much love, HH brother.
Did you watch the interview that Karrion Kross gave to Ariel Helwani?
I did. I watched that, actually.
I watched the whole thing as well. And here's the thing. Ariel Helwani is a WWE mark.
Yep.
He is, like, you know, I'm not going to say he's paid up by the company.
He's a stooge. He's a stooge.
Let's hope he's not litigious.
Hold on, let's be honest, right? So, if Karrion Kross would have done anyone else's interview other than Ariel Helwani, I might have been a bit more legitimacy to it. But, you know, let's be honest. Ariel Helwani, he might as well have just gone on Logan Paul's podcast.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like, that's how, like, close Ariel Helwani is.
WWE roster member.
He might, it was. I mean, it was an interesting interview, but then how much of it is BS?
And don't get me wrong, now, I actually really enjoyed his, him talking. I bet you that book he's written is actually quite a fascinating thing. And I enjoyed hearing about, you know, like the Karrion Kross of, you know, like his younger self and his relationship with his dad and things like that. But the problem is that with the Seth Rollins injury angle, everything that happens with WWE right now, and also, these are comparisons that they are inviting us to make. Because they are the ones who said, oh, R-Truth coming back? All part of the show. Hope you enjoyed the show. So, we can't take anything they do seriously.
Well, one thing I found was slightly interesting as well is because, like, now obviously it was recent reports with Tony Khan is going to be a bit more wary with some of the people he signs. And yet Karrion Kross, who's just lost his job, is on there saying how he loves WWE, he wants to stay in WWE, he doesn't want to be anywhere else. You know what I mean? You think, well, you're not doing yourself much favours for a future job, really. So, I mean, even if he is, even if he is legitimately gone from WWE, after that interview, I don't think AEW are going to take him.
No, and that's the thing, is that if you want WWE to take you back, what you need to provide an opportunity to make AEW look bad. That's what they respond to. That's what they like. They like people who are going to put more holes in the hole that is the good ship AEW. And I reckon what is going to happen here is that he is going to end up in TNA.
I reckon.
He's going to end up debuting Bound for Glory.
Yeah, but then everyone's going to say... But then is he going? And then if he turns up and he's still Karrion Kross, everyone's going to be like, "Oh, you're still."
They'll change his name just to keep up the illusion.
Still going to be like, "Oh, you're still
like,
WWE."
This is not. He has not been fired from WWE. They have let him go and gone, right, this is the direct funnel out of WWE and into TNA.
Yeah.
Because TNA, firstly, you ain't going to make anywhere near as much money in TNA as you would do in AEW. So you have got to be doing it for the passion if you are going directly from WWE into TNA.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just...
I don't see it. If he's legitimately gone, I don't see it. I wouldn't sign him for AEW. Not with the roster I've already got, I wouldn't sign him. And
secondly, with the matches he's been doing...
I definitely wouldn't sign him.
Sami Zayn couldn't carry this guy to a decent match. Sami Zayn is in that AJ Styles class of being able to have a good match with a Bronx.
He's done a few good promos, but the only other thing he's been successful in the last few months is proving to the internet that he can do a back bump.
Yeah.
That's literally all he's done.
He does brilliant work, but not on WWE television.
Yeah.
He does, and okay, he might have a bit more freedom in AEW, but you've got to be able to produce the goods in AEW.
I think if AEW sign him, that's a mistake in my book.
I mean,
that's like Aleister Black level mistake if they sign him. I think because I think he'd go back the first chance he got.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he'll probably give it more of a go than Aleister Black would have.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like Andrade and Aleister Black are currently thinking to themselves, "Oh crap! It actually isn't that much better when Vince McMahon has left."
Yeah,